switched up for Crazy Raccoons to put in a few more players. We'll get to that after the plays.
Munchkin's already got the opener onto shion as the members of Havan Liberty try to test their way, work their way towards A. You had the early flash come out to make sure there was nobody pushing up A short. Very common place that you'll see a Jet try to take space away aggressively in the opening of the round, and that's exactly where she's headed back to. So for this, Havan Liberty are going to have to rotate away, but Medusa's taken so much space away. Yes, he's good for one, not able to get anything else. They should get up towards C long, but as you see, again, Fisker has already gotten into a good spot as well.
They're trying to get right back into C very quick. Wait, Ade put himself right in there. This could be a tough one for Crane's going to be the first one.
Ade playing back sight. Spike is there. A little jump, a little hop. Nothing doing. But he can tell, yeah, he can tell there's someone close. You also see pleets is about to swing around the corner. The jumping burst. Good for it. Going to leave things into a 1v1. Munchkin and pleets. The spike is down. Pleets swinging around. Munchkin delivers the shots. We talked about him on the Jet. He was able to tag out shion just a bit. Had to give that space away, though, as Havan Liberty once again turned their attention towards C. Trailblazer at the tip of the spear, but Munchkin's in a good spot.
A lot of Havan Liberty rotating all the way through, discerning what's going on right now, and they will find myssen first.
Oh, Fisker's about to have his hands full. Fisker good for one. And that's all that was needed. Fisker's going to get the defuse as well. So for Crazy Raccoon, an excellent start. I think it's been very well documented how poor of a performance they had the last time we saw them out. They're already picking up well, and this was some of the matchup, Riv, that I wanted. You've got the flash, you've got the dash, you've also got the Yinsu coming out from Krain. Fisker dancing around the cage, trying to stay alive. Azade's playing backside as well. He's got that judge in tow. Oh, shion! No, it's actually pleets who's able to get that kill. The spike creeping its way forward. Things have gone a bit sideways here for Crazy Raccoon.
And a much more quiet defense played on the attacker spawn here by myssen as the team had a touch and go on the way in. Nice job by Crazy Raccoons to be able to push through that defensive utility of Havan Liberty. And we don't see the same rotation from Havan this time. They reconsidered when they were going back by myssen. Now they have to rotate all the way around, and it just becomes eco damage for the side of Havan Liberty as they look to take out Crazy Raccoons on the exit.
Yeah, I think maybe, as you said, get a couple of exits, try to hurt things just a tad, just like that. And he took one for his troubles, right? I'll take that. That's not bad. Ooh, but that's it, really. So, and look, I mean, C is littered with Astra Stars. Myssen's in a great spot to stop the pinch coming in from Munchkin. But even with it as telegraphed as it may seem, we know where they want to go. The last couple of rounds, they've gone that way. It's still been an excellent hold so far. Great positioning by myssen there.
See where Havan Liberty decides to go. They aren't with as much utility as that triple initiator composition they're usually bringing to the table here. So we do see them
there they go.
A little more hesitant on the pushes. Neth ready with the charge, Doug.
Here we go. The flash, the Seekers are going to come out as well. Ade was able to get two, though.
That was beautiful.
They haven't been able to work their way in. The orbital strike's going to come out as well, right into C, so that's going to force them to rotate out, buy some space back, buy some time, and give really Havan Liberty the opportunity to rotate. And I say opportunity, but it was a bit of a forced hand.
And let's see how Medusa plays this A site. It has not been tested yet. They already take his cam out long, but now Crazy Raccoons know the defense position needs to rotate over.
Red carpet's being rolled out as they follow it, work their way onto A. Gravity well, great to keep Medusa back, at least for the time being as well. Krain in a tight spot, has some good util to work with. Oh, there's the blast pack across. myssen follows that just fine. Pleets gets one as well. There's a cleanup all across the site. We're tied up at 2 apiece. It off. They were all over at A. It was just Medusa who's holding things down on C. He's going to get cleaned up in his cage. So that's going to be a free open site for Havan Liberty. They're going to be able to waltz their way in. They also have garage control. They're going to get the spike down.
Oh my word, myssen.
And we talked about that, right? They had garage control. They're able to cut off the rotation point and really reduce the amount of reinforcements that Crazy Raccoon are able to provide there.
And this could be a very telling round for Havan Liberty. Seeing how fast Crazy Raccoons rotate on an eco with a few of pleets' stars placed over towards A. There was a Heaven. There was a defensive spawn entrance to A, and that really caused a lot of motion for Crazy Raccoon. with an open C site. Havan Liberty can easily assess that's what happened. So their rounds, they play against Eco now.
It's actually off of the information that Fisker got by dropping his Trailblazer in through garage back towards defender spawn. Saw them stacked up on the eastern side of the map, and that's been a pretty standard setup that we've seen from Fisker, but the hit's going towards B, Riv, and this is the first time we've seen it in this map. The Cosmic Divide comes out, Medusa's gonna get cleaned up, and now without taking one with him. Fisker good for 2, the flash comes out. Spike did get planted though. You've got myssen. Myssen was able to take care of 1. There are just so many members of Crazy Racoon. On the other side, they're gonna get the showstopper as well, and it's the op that cleans things up. Ade is gonna get the defuse. We're going back and forth, Riv.
Yeah, so
just outside of garage, you see Fisker have to back up. The flash is out as well to try to push things back. You've also got Medusa in an excellent spot to where they could swing off each other if need be and trade those kills. There's the flash, there's the swing. They have garage back.
pleets does have to back. 1 star was recalled in garage for a quick smoke top. 1 was used, so you can see pleets replaying those down to the floor. And it doesn't look like they've got enough information to really want to execute just yet. They'll slow work off what myssen is telling them now towards A, but pleets could be a huge crux here for Havan Liberty. Medusa comes up big.
Yes, he does. And Neurotheft is going to come online as well. That's going to force Havan Liberty to think twice about where they want to go, how they want to approach this round. And it looks like we're going right back to garage.
So going to get it back for his teammate. Munchkin does go down by myssen, but there is the trade. Neth takes him down, and it is going to be the 4v3.
We are going back to B one more time. The flash from shion to clear the way.
30 seconds left.
You've got Fisker again in a great spot. What a shot. He's going to get a chance in a second. Liazzi playing backside. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's worked his way through one of the problems in front of him, but he's still in a 1v3. He's going to grab the spike, and it looks like rotate towards C, but Medusa is already pulling off. Liazzi pulls back. Doesn't have time. He's going to have to get the spike down here on B.
Again, they start to converge, pinching from both sides here, Doug. This is going to be a tough one. A bit of utility coming in with the flash. Dodges that out. He drops the lowest health member.
Okay, Bladestorm online. Liazzi, oh, just narrowly missing that. Doesn't have that anymore, Liazzi. Neth with the jumping classic and to clean up the round. Medusa's going to get the defuse as well.
You have myssen slowly working his way around B into that smoke, but he second guesses it and stays on the outside of the site for now. It happens. Munchkin's patience brings it up, but he does go down right after.
From nothing, from dead silence
instant
to an explosion of kills, 3 of them being traded across the map. But all of that aside, Havan Liberty have gotten onto C. They should be able to get the spike down as well. It's going to be a 4v2 retake for Crazy Racoon. Liazzi going in aggressive. The flash, the swing, the shots, the kill. As Krain has to back up. They're all funneling in through garage, and I don't think they know. Riv, I don't know that they know. Yeah, they're going to be able to swing out. All right, now the jig's up. Krain's been taken out, though. Liazzi's going to be the last one standing, staring into 3 members of Crazy Racoon. 68 health to work with the molly to push him back, make that 25, as Neth's just going to take the defuse away. No way for Liazzi to get in, carry that Vandal into the next round, but for Crazy Racoon, a 2-round lead.
You hate to see it. They're playing it doubled up. They're trying not to allow the 1v1, and just straggled a bit as soon as they started to enter that spawn area. It was the play for Neth and the team to come back into that one. Martial armor on the side of Havan. Let's see what they do on this round. That was quick. That was quick.
Yeah, early, and they're following it. Like, they're committing to this. Oh, Medusa! But they're going to continue to go anyway. They've gotten in through long. They dropped the Trailblazers out from shion as well to clear the path to get back onto C. So it's going to be a 5v4 slugfest for this C site. They get the spike down. They're going to pull off. You still have the Seekers out from shion. You still have the Neural Theft from myssen as well to continue to really push the advantage that they have. And there are the Seekers right
Fisker fires back.
Yep, it's going to be countered instantly. Both teams trade those out. Gentleman's agreement of sort. Great tag, though. Gravity well, so they're going to have to push their way forward. And so far, Krain and pleets are able to hold things off. Just find Medusa dancing his way around. He's going to get taken out as well. Neth. Pleets is there. Pleets. No, it's Ade who's able to clean things up with the classic. Had the ult in his pocket, not needing to pull it out. And they're going to get the defuse.
Look at where you are playing against the Brim, but where Havan Liberty died in this. All just at the front of the site.
Yeah, I mean, it's the they're rolling in the bankroll, right? They've gotten 4 rounds in a row. They've got money for days, but excellent use of utility by Havan Liberty. One of the few teams here in Berlin that use Breach constantly, right? Regardless of the map. They flex that agent. They love it, and you see it's plays like that that explain why. Oh, neth! Oh.
Catches him on the tail end of that one, and 3 quick ones for Crazy Racoon.
Yep, neth. Excellent. Excellent. In there, he's going to drop the blast pack as well. On shion, that tacked him up. He's certainly weaker. The spike is going to have to pull off, though, right? Like, they tested things over towards A. They weren't able to get in. Because of the heroics of neth, they're going to have to rotate off. And look at how slowly they have to move, right? Like, you don't know if anyone has worked in through garage, through C long, through like you have to check every single corner here.
Yeah, and you see the ping there from pleets. They're saying 45 seconds plus. We wait on these angles. You see if somebody gets antsy on the side of Crazy Racoon. We saw this happen at Long C just a few rounds ago, almost down to the exact same timer, and then the site was hit. It does look like they will be going partially for the save here. And if anybody pushes them, they may go for a site, but this looks like they'll keep back.
So with this in mind, Riv, you want to think about things from Havan Liberty's perspective, right? Like Crazy Racoon, they came in having won a total of 2 rounds in the entire tournament, and you think, well, we may be able to just push these guys around. It shouldn't be a problem. But they come out in fine form. They have a big lead in the first half of Haven. Like, if you're Havan Liberty here, what do you do?
I think you do what they just did to start that round. Just a few more rounds in this first half. shion, nice job breaking util, and they get a bit of info as Cypher is A.
And I think even with that, you drop some of that util that you mentioned out of Medusa, make them think that the hit's going towards A. But you can flip things back. You drop the Cosmic Divide as well. That's exactly what they do. The flash. Neth, he's not going to have anything.
Ooh, Neth, I feel like he heard a lot of rotation through that garage, and he said, I'm going to take a chance to run down mid. This could be a big flank, already being watched by liazzi.
Oh, liazzi, you called it. He's good for it with the op. Fisker swinging out, getting one as well, but the Blade Storm has come online. He goes up top, not able to land the shots, fortunately for him. pleets was, but Medusa's on that flank. Medusa's able to get one, isolate things down to a 1v1. He's got the spike, he's got the neural theft as well. This should give everything away. Spotted him. The camera. Medusa creeping his way forward. liazzi with the op shot, the 3K, and the round win for Havan Liberty. What? Looks like for Havan Liberty, well, so this is interesting because they have mid control. They're making a lot of noise towards B, drawing the smoke out from Ade, but the spike is towards C. So you've got a couple of options here, and it looks like it is going to be a garage C split. There's the orbital strike coming out. liazzi able to dance away, as was his teammate Medusa. Up close, the spike is down as well, but Medusa's in a brutal spot. The swing, Medusa's good for a second. Traded out at the hands of liazzi, a 4v3 in favor of Crazy Racoon. The flash is there. Ade turns to it. Ade not able to land the shots, but Munchkin can. Fisker working his way forward. It's just down to Fisker. The flash.
Oh my God.
Fisker. 3 seconds left. There's not going to be enough time to plant the spike. The flash is there. Well, he was good for 1, but that's all he was good for.
Oh, laces are tied. They're going strong on this one. So already some stars are out. Oh, right on top of that. That was myssen waiting for somebody to break his trip. They played right inside his head on that one, and the rest of the team's going to follow through with Munchkin.
Oh, but there's still somebody in logs. But yeah, there it is. pleets was on logs. He's gone undetected. He's able to take care of Munchkin. Fisker's on backside, though, as it's just down to shion. He's going to show up a bit late. He's got some util to work with, though, as Ade's getting the spike down. He's got a ghost. Creeping his way forward. The spike has gone down. shion able to isolate it. Down to 1. The tap. Fisker not swinging. The guy's fearless. Fisker holds fast. Crazy Racoon win the pistol. But Spectres the rest of the way, and much like we saw in the previous round, Crazy Racoon leaning towards C, but this time it's not Cypher util. It's almost all of Havan Liberty, and this time the Gravity Wall pushes things back. You saw the Cloud Burst, and as soon as that Cloud Burst went out, the Gravity Wall dropped. That was the cue in the previous round. That was their go sign, right? This time they react off of that. Slightly slower, but he goes up top. Munchkin still creeping his way in. Munchkin good for those shots as well, as Gunfire just erupts onto the site. liazzi's alone, and liazzi's been dropped. So Crazy Racoon, they hold serve. They're able to take care of that round as well and give them a 4-round lead over Havan Liberty on Haven. If somebody was pushing up, just like they are now, they would have been in a world of hurt. The timing wasn't there, though, and you see for Crazy Racoon, they're starting to reassess. They're starting to re-aggress towards A. They have long, they have short. But for Havan Liberty, they had shion. Well, they had shion. And they had liazzi as well. Crazy Racoon, they're just running all over him.
It's fantastic. I mean, Ade's down, but he got the smokes up in heaven, up in spawn, necessary for the team to take the site with the next util coming out. And we know how well these guys are playing behind their util on both teams. Crazy Racoon follows everything in, and now a 4v2.
Pleets up in heaven. He's not getting anything to work with, man. He hasn't seen a soul. Gravity well, not tagging Medusa, but Munchkin hits him with the sidestep. Cleans up Pleets, leaving myssen alone. He's going to run for the fences. He doesn't want any of the heat. He's getting out of dodge.
Every angle is the scary one. We should be fine on this. So, Crazy Raccoons, honestly, on not by much of a percentage, but on their weaker half of that attack side, they still have taken 60% of that win rate when they play it. So, it doesn't seem like they're going to fall too far behind here. The defensive rate is 58% for that side of Havan Liberty. So,
but you feel that pressure already.
Yeah. Munchkin. That's a crazy spot to be playing. It can be taken out quite easily, but the smokes give him safety. A push by liazzi here onto the outside.
Spike is down. liazzi, you call the flank. It gets cleaned up as neth able to farm 2 of them. You've got the remaining members of Havan Liberty on opposite links, so they've got, I mean, the problem is you're not going to work in through mid, right? Like, you're going to have to expose in, you're going to have to get into B, and then you're still going to have to fight through the defenses that are waiting outside of the site. Meanwhile, you've got Medusa working his way up garage, but you don't need him. You've got Munchkin with 3, Crazy Racoon with 11.
And those are incredibly tough rounds to see go the way of...
Now it's a lean towards A. You have the Trailblazer clearing the way, but that's... Okay. Oh, they weren't able to get it. So the tripwire's still there. The cage is going to come up as well. Munchkin's got the op, and he's got the Blade Sword.
I was watching Ade the whole time in his little iPad there. He actually pulls out of it. The smokes don't go through, and I think you're very correct to call it, as they weren't able to break the utility that would have allowed them in that tripwire. Stars are still there for Havan Liberty's side to defend a gravity well if necessary. And it looks like they will stay. Knowing the trapwire is there, it's going to be taken out by Munchkin in the dash-in, maybe.
Cloudburst, dash, you called it. Munchkin playing around his smoke, drops the second one as well. There's a gravity with the orbital strike and the showstopper coming out. Neth and Ade are able to get 2. Munchkin gets 1 as well. The remaining members of Havan Liberty are in shambles. They're on opposite sides of the map. They can't get anywhere near A, as Crazy Racoon have taken full control of the site.
You still have Medusa here pushing through, almost about to turn Pleets to stone if he gets the upper hand on this. And it does not look like they'll be going too much harder. I mean, if Pleets can get closer, maybe those in sight would take an attempt. Fisker takes a shot. Don't know if we'll go to repeat that. Nothing in the chamber. And again, Crazy Raccoons power through a round. And methodical, again, they knew they didn't get past the trip. Like you said, cut audio, but they went right back to the same play because they were feeling it.
And I think that round, well...
Okay. There it is. Okay. 2 more.
Okay. All members of Crazy Racoon, with the exception of Medusa, are in C, so they've gotten in. They did.
That's going hunting.
Spike, though.
What?
Neth good for 1 on to Pleets. The spike now is starting to get planted, and Medusa's he's starting to get swarmed. But will they check it?
Everybody's checking every corner. Looks like it's going to be 3 garage, 1 from spawn. So they're going to have to blast out of here. They do have 1 flash left off of shion to possibly make this work. But he's saying just to watch the flank and gets himself tagged by the cam.
Havan Liberty have gotten back onto the site. They're all, they know that they were long. liazzi follows the red carpet back into it, and Havan Liberty rips Crazy Racoon to shreds. Munchkin, though, with the Blade Storm, he's got the op as well. Narrowly missing that shot. Is he going to be able to land the Blade Storm? He's just messed up. They get the defuse. There was nothing that he could do there. I'm coming out from liazzi. He's taken A long again. Off of the fault line, off of the flash. Medusa made it through. Trailblazer spotted the gravity well. Oh, he's just trying to
wait a minute.
Oh, but not in the shot. He's going to get flashed in his face, but liazzi somehow lands and kills anyway, gets a second with the judge. What on earth is going on?
Oh, my word. A little Cirque du Soleil over at Long A for a moment here. We do get the frags to come out. I could not believe it. 2 on the side of Havan Liberty there immediately after the chaos. And now it is 5v2, as these are still weapons in the hands of Munchkin and Medusa. And I think Havan Liberty is going to do a little hunting.
Yeah, if you're Crazy Racoon, I don't know that there's very much opening, right? There's not a ton that you can do here. Krain. Whoop. Whoa, Munchkin with the shorty. Shion cleans him up. Medusa's left alone here. And
okay, Medusa.
Yeah,
he always finds ways through the D.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, little rat. Working his way through sewers. Making sure he's never spotted. So he's going to get away unless he's the one who goes hunting. Or in his attempt to get away, accidentally finds himself back in Havan Liberty's lab.
This is one of those things where it's been so much time that every angle is a possibility. So Shion knows, don't worry, I got the flank, which
Havan Liberty, they've checked off the box 2 times in a row. And so far, so good. It's getting better.
That's the opening shots that they need. It seems like just having the confidence that Crazy Racoon still has to come to them no matter what. They feel comfortable getting these quick peeks out. They have the read on Crazy Racoon's early game now. And it seems like the aim is also there.
Yep. That's the second one going down for Crazy Racoon as Havan Liberty slowly but surely seem to be shifting the tides of this map. But again, it has to be perfect the rest of the way, and that's so difficult to do. There's a neth. Oh, Krain gets that as well.
Medusa. Spent a lot of times he's by himself. It seems like the team is almost able to avoid where he's able to avoid where they are, but can't get to the play quick enough with the rotation that's happening around the map by Havan Liberty. He does take out one, though. Always good for a few. Shion drops, so now eyes know where to go as they're going to get some spike money here on the A side.
30 seconds left.
And I think even, I mean, that, getting the spike down, that, given the circumstances, feels like a win, right? Like,
yeah. Nice off plant.
Yeah. Medusa, Hanade. I mean, they've gotten the spike down, and Medusa works his way into a cheeky little spot. They're going for it. Riv, they're going for it. Riv, they're going for it. Riv, they're going for it. Ade's able to get 2. It's just down to liazzi, but liazzi's on the site. He's going to get the defuse. He's got it down to half. Ade's got to swing around, and liazzi, my goodness, how?
Absolutely incredible.
Munchkin's working his way down long as well, so you feel Crazy Racoon's presence on A. They've taken long, they've taken short, spikes short in the pockets of neth. Clear out that Trailblazer, and it looks like they want to go that way. They do have the Orbital Strike to work with as well, and there it is. liazzi's going to get pushed back. The Cosmic Divide's going to come out as well as Munchkin gets cleaned up, but they're going into this anyway. Krain's been able to hold back sight. Medusa's left alone.
Down A.
Looks like Havan is just thriving in the chaos. Beautiful crossfires they had there to back each other up in hell as everything was backing up, and the Cosmic Divide to slow things down just a little bit here. pleets and the rest of the team will make sure they get what they need on defending the spike. And Medusa, again, just going to lurk by himself. Oh, so lonely.
Poor guy. He's been in this spot too many times.
Yes.
Too many times for his liking. But Riv, for Havan Liberty here, as you mentioned, they have found a way. Right? They have found a way to win. What's that, 4 rounds in a row now, I believe, something along those lines. And we talked about Crazy Racoon, and we were complimenting just how well they've been able to find success with different areas of the map, different paces. They go fast, they go slow, they play off of ultimates, and it looked so good, but then something's just turned, right? Like the momentum has shifted in a way that Havan Liberty, while they still have a good bit of rounds to go with this, I don't want to say it seems inevitable, but damn, every round that passes, it's like they can do this.
And we've seen from Crazy Racoon now a lot of just work.
Util to work with as well. The Seekers have been used. Push back. Yeah, a couple of players who are hanging out mid. I know space has been taken away, but a nice early shot from liazzi down too long to take care of Medusa.
Now towards A, so they do start to play a little bit of the switch of the map. Let's see how this one works for them. They usually meet that tripwire here that it'll be taken out. Munchkin finds it, and it is going to be Crazy Racoons into A. Game point here. Havan Liberty's retakes have been fantastic. And Crazy Racoons is into pressure that once again.
They have, and they have they've been fantastic, and they have the Rolling Thunder to work with as well. So keep an eye on Krain here. How he opts to use it, but it might not be an option.
Beautiful.
Great. reaction there to catch shion while the push was coming in from mid, so they no longer can go that way. They're going to have to work their way through heaven. They're going to have to go work their way in through link. There's the rolling thunder. You see the drop coming down from heaven as liazzi's back behind them. They have his attention. He has their attention. Neth working his way up from short. Pleets on the defuse. Ade's there as well. Oh, but okay, so they were able to get it. Liazzi's going in as well. Neth trying to stuff it. He's got the nade! Krain gets cleaned up! My goodness, Havan Liberty so close to
attacking towards mid.
Now there is no defensive presence ropes. So all of the attention is coming in from heaven. Yep, there it is. Munchkin goes up top. Pleets was able to trade that out. But they're working the middle of the map. They've also got the last remaining member there. Ade, who is able to take care of that. But they've gotten onto the site. They're going to be able to get the spike down as well. The two remaining members of Havan Liberty are rotating in. They've got the Trailblazer to try to create some space. But they're really no closer.
Nice push out here by neth to make sure they're denying forward space. And it's the drop into hell for the retake here. Havan Liberty's heading in.
No more Viper.
Yep, fake flash. Great cleanup on Viper. Drops things down to a 2v2. Spike ticking away. myssen creeping his way forward. Neth. So they know where he is. He's so beaten. He's down to 2 HP. Fisker swinging around. It's just down to neth. Now, if he can isolate the gunfights, he may have a chance at this because myssen's so weak. Good for one on myssen, but he's going to reload. He swings down, and he lands the shots. And going towards B. Walls up. You've got the orb back towards site as well. Liazzi's the only one who's on the site, playing on the opposite side of pillar, and they haven't checked him yet.
Spike planted.
Slow rotation. It looks like not shion, sorry, liazzi's on a mission here as he heads in himself. The team's going to be coming in 3 top, 1 from spawn. Heaven drop coming in now from Havan Liberty. And this could be a troublesome retake.
Yeah, there was just nothing there from liazzi to like draw eye attention while the rest of the team pushed in. He just kind of went in as a sacrificial lamb, and well, hopefully we can make something happen. Fisker's going to clean up along with the rest of Crazy Racoon. A prime gaming flawless to get them in the second round, and I think
we may be going A. Here comes a rotation from Crazy Racoon though.
Just dropped 2 more Astra Stars on B, and that was the cue for them to pull up. Pleets was able to get one. liazzi gets one as well. The remaining members are now going to start to rotate over, but by the time they get there, the round may already be done. 12 seconds left. The spike hasn't been planted yet. Pleets on backside, able to clean up Fisker as well. Ade getting one. Neth getting one as well. But you've got to get the spike down. You don't have enough time. No, there's not going to be enough time to do it. It's just going to be a straight up slugfest. Krain cleans it up. Havan Liberty are on the board.
It's going to be Crazy Racoons taking a bit of space up A ramp right now with a little less utility than last time, so they have more to throw into sight.
So if they work their way into heaven on A, they don't have any mid presence, right? Like they don't have any knowledge of mid here, and that's why you see it's Neth who's making sure there's nobody flanking in. But the thing is, if your intent is to lean back towards A, you can have control of A, you can have heaven control, you can have site control, but because of where the spike is and because of the lack of info across the middle of the map, it's so difficult to rotate back that way through mid. You have to take the scenic route. It's exactly what they're doing.
I like the Astra smoke. Just to get that turret down, now there must be extra consideration placed on watching that angle. Trailblazer now used out that B garage area, and it's Crazy Racoon over at the A site.
30 seconds
myssen
left.
alone, back site. You do have shion who's playing up in heaven to help out. He's got to judge. Missen's been spotted. Man, he's been flashed. He's been cleaned up. Sion's been cleaned up as well. So they have gotten onto the site. They're going to be able to establish themselves just fine. Although, of course, as I say, that Krain cleans up. Munchkin, the spike is planted.
Havan with 2 coming out of screens here. This is going to be tough. Now they can't split their power, but hopefully back each other up on this entrance. The 4v2. Do they decide to ult out here?
Yeah,
maybe 1 more kill, maybe 2 more. They know they're healthy though, right? If you had comms that you tagged up Crazy Racoon, maybe that's enough to throw down the Seekers, but with that much HP. Ooh, okay. Coming out with a judge. liazzi tries to get a quick frag there. As he does, picks one up to do some eco damage, but 3-1 now for Crazy Racoon. And they have good numbers here. They can have shion come right back out. Pleets with a beautiful frag to start this one off and shut Munchkin down.
Flash going out towards heaven. Or top ramp, excuse me, as they creep forward. They have the space. They have a couple of ults that they can work with as well. Medusa spotting a gun barrel. Yeah, he lands a shot onto myssen as well. Medusa playing around this cage. The swing was there. Medusa gets 3. Shion trades it back with the nade. There's just nothing on the side of Havan Liberty. You've got a classic and you've got a sheriff, and that's it.
Those ultimates still left up. They're going to definitely get him in for the gun round as Havan Liberty wants to stop this bleed that's coming in. Fisker just on point. Even with the staircase being there, finds the quick headshot, and Krain now going to try to get around the Ion Sheriff. Almost free headshots. We'll see if he's kept a few in his pocket.
That is what they say.
That
free
is.
Headshots with the Ion Sheriff, and he's going to have his chance. Adam, right, he's in this 1v3. I don't think they know where he's coming in from, so you've got Neth who's playing back. Oh, he's looking right that way.
Oh.
Forget about free headshots from the Ion Sheriff.
My God, we didn't really say which way. This is what we know him for.
Yep. And the thing is, so you've got the lockdown in liazzi's hand as well, so as soon as they feel that their presence has gone that way, he can drop the ult, and it's just going to be a force fight. Yeah, the Seekers come out as well. Liazzi's good for it. The alarm bot's going to give some space away. Spike is down. It's a 4v3. His chaos just ensues on the site. He's able to get the spike and back up. They tried. It did not feel good. They flipped the map, and that's because Medusa's gotten into back A.
Let's see how Havan Liberty answers and rotates here. myssen does not know. I think he may have heard that footstep and now goes for the play towards what would be myssen. Medusa.
You are divided.
Oh, the patience, though.
Missen's going to have his hands full. Yep, Medusa able to clean that up.
His ability to get behind enemy lines is absurd every round.
Now, Neth is going to show up a bit late to the party. He's still playing mid, but that all of the rotates have actually worked their way in through defender spawn. So Munchkin gets a spike down,
Planted.
has the Blade Storm to work with,
Here.
and they're going to have Heaven control. It may take a bit, but because of where Neth is positioning in, they're going to have Heaven control. Great shot from Munchkin. Medusa goes in aggressive, cleans that up as well. Shion trades that out, though. Oh, Shion's going! The showstopper cleans up Munchkin. Drops things down to a 1v1. Neth waiting. He has to wait. Shion Neth lands the shots. Crazy Racoon get to 5. Havan Liberty are throwing everything they have at Havan Liberty back on a light by Shion, the one exception who's going to be rocking the judge. They have plenty to deal with over towards A as Crazy Racoon have worked their way forward, but Shion's dialing up the judge. He's gotten 2 already, making sure there's nobody else pushing in. They've already taken middle of the map too, right? So if they are going to rotate again, it's going to have to be through defender spawn, or you have to fight your way through pleets, who, mind you, only has a judge, but
oof, we've seen that do damage. Shion here again, 3 with the judge, a possible 4th coming up. Blast back into the gravity well. Oh my God, get Lassie, he's in the well. Shion gets the ace with up frags.
Viper's Pit used defensively from Havan Liberty towards B.
I know exactly where you are.
Also got the Neural Theft coming online. Members of Crazy Racoon starting to rotate over, but Krain has taken a lot away.
Here.
You see the Astra Stars dropping as well, making sure there's nobody pushing through. So it's a bit of delay, it's a bit of buy time. They're going anyway.
Rotation comes over. It does not look like Crazy Raccoons wants anything to do with that Viper's Pit at B, and the take is happening on A.
Liazzi from up heaven. He's able to get 2, he gets dropped though. As Fisker should get the spike down. Missen's going to show up late again. He dropped the Viper's Pit towards B at the beginning of the round to deny entry in towards B. Crazy Racoon managed to find room to work with on A.
And it is quite a bit because you're still putting both of the your swarm grenades down in the heaven area. You can't use those for retake. So Havan Liberty is fully committing on some of these rounds to quite a bit of the utility right away that could be used to retake this. Misposition somebody behind screen as you're coming back into the site with these members up. But it's up to myssen.
He got the timing. He got the timing. He's got to land shots on Fisker, and he's going to have to do it quick because there's the pressure coming in from heaven. myssen, he's in a corner, and yeah, Neth.
If he can get this, they're going to go ahead Trailblazer, guiding light down mid. Once again, as he blast packs. Showstopper up.
Shion's judge, again, causing problems. Aggressively takes mid. But the thing is, for Crazy Racoon, they've gotten into A. They're pushing back myssen, who's the only member remaining. The only big weapon, if you will, is Shion. But myssen, good for 1 with the Sheriff. Oh, but he's going to get cut off. Krain gets the second one as well, as he gets dropped. So Viper's Pit is there. Seeker's going to be used. This myssen has to clear that out. Yeah, he's going to get caught. Ade gets the spike down. Members of Havan Liberty slowly but surely start to work their way forward. Drop the alarm bot in the Viper's Pit. Fisker from backside, cleaning up pleets. many bullets left though. It cleans up shion as well. It's just so difficult, right? When you're trying to work in that smoke. The nice thing is it's dropped down to a 2v2, so Havan Liberty are somehow finding a decent shot at this, but it's just myssen who's left.
Astra Star is allowing Crazy Raccoons to move up here. Neth working off his own star there. You can see they've already pulled a few back in this encroachment of the mid area. This is where we were seeing the KJ util. Now it's gone. So Crazy Raccoons playing these reads pretty incredibly.
Nothing doing on the flash, and it does look like they're going to rotate back towards B, but Havan Liberty's clearing house, right? Like they've worked back towards mid, they're leaning towards A. We talked about the op, and there it is. Shion's good for it. No ultimates in tow, but Shion, a little warning shot, a little backup.
Pleets on the way over.
Yeah, but they're good. They're going to have to get there quickly. You've got Neth, who's going to be able to work the middle of the map. Oh. Shion tagged down to 44 health. Pleets has been cleaned up. The spike is still not down, but they're continuing to work their way forward. Medusa's gotten 2. Neth gets 1 as well. 7 seconds left. Ade gets the spike down. 2 members remaining on the side of Havan Liberty. Oh, he does have the wherewithal to check that. myssen takes care of Neth. Not quite equalize things, but tip things a bit more in their favor. Medusa's in a brutal spot here. Oh, and they check it. Mysen's gotten 2 huge kills so far as the spike continues to tick away. Fisker dropping the flash. Mysen's good for 3, but that's all he's good for. Myssen was working some magic. Lightning strike in the same place twice. That's just so difficult to do. He's not even, he's nowhere near anyone at this point. He's just working his way up to heaven. All members of Crazy Raccoon, with the exception of Neth, are over towards A. They're going to get onto the site. Munchkin goes up top, is able to clean up one. Fisker going in aggressive. They want to take some of that space away, but how aggressive do you want to go? Because Shion's on the other side with that judge.
Like consideration, kind of wanted to push, but calls for the heal comes through, so little mid-round changes there on the aggression they are putting forth. And you see Medusa down here. He's like, I'll chill. I got cam. Don't do anything until we see that flank.
Flash comes out. Fisker does as well. Fisker's just able to mow him down. There is no entry into the site. Myssen's the last one that remains. He's got that sheriff. And Neth is creeping his way forward. You know, oh no, the timing. He didn't see him. He gets cleaned up. A prime gaming flawless for Crazy Raccoon.
So they're putting all their eggs in one basket here.
Now, so the thing is, okay, so they do want to go towards A. Seekers are out. Flash as well. Medusa gets tagged, but there's not. They don't really swing off of that, and it's going to be traded out by Seekers of their own. Ade's already been cleaned up. Neth is going to have to rotate back, and again, he's going to have to go in through sewers, pick up the spike, as the rest of Crazy Raccoon try to get onto the site. Medusa is still alive, but they haven't given up an inch. Havan Liberty's defense is hold fast. They haven't dropped one. Cosmic Divide is going to come out as well. In a 5v2 and an op in the hands of Munchkin. Bladestorm online. He can go up top here. He can work his way around. That's exactly what he does. We're crazy. Yes, Munchkin good for it. Onto Shion. Dancing his way around. He's going to have to get the spike down, though. Here, lockdown has been used.
They didn't hear that. They did. Waiting for somebody to drop down and then finish some more frags. So, stars already placed here by Havan Liberty.
He's going to get a chance.
Oh, does he wait? Oh! Quick frag there. Shion goes down. Medusa still actually wants to get a little pressure. Does a jump peek. And it looks like Havan Liberty may decide to execute an end A here as the stars go down heaven and screen.
An excellent setup. They still have Munchkin, who's anchoring site. They have Medusa, who's close by, who could work up
30 seconds left.
towards ropes. No, they're actually going to rotate back mid. Medusa gets cleaned up.
Super fantastic play. Those were just pulled back stars from Havan Liberty. They were not full cover. So quickly using that to get across. Fisker comes up big, Doug.
No shot. Fisker's good for 2. He's down to 8. Ade swings around as well, shows up at just the right time. Get to a decent spot. And they were able to chain together a couple of rounds, but they find themselves in another devastating hole. And holy smokes, the info that Ade was just able to pick up and dealt a little bit of damage to them. You got members of Crazy Raccoon who are back on B, who may have their hands full, but the gun difference seems to be exactly what they need. Neth is back there as well, taking care of Krain. Spikes down as well. What? Goodness. There's just no way in.
Literally, the pre-fires these guys are throwing out in the correct spots of their locations with these fast peaks.
Just enough, yeah, to cause problems. Medusa gets cleaned up. They want to go for it. Fisker got one, but Shion traded it out.
They actually go towards that right side. Nicely played, and they're able to thwart the Crazy Racoon defense. Havan Liberty now getting themselves nicely in sight. The plan actually for a Heaven. Let's see how they decide to play this one. This looks like they may still defend inside.
Liazzi's still hanging up mid. The rotations from Crazy Racoon are all going to be coming from defender spawn. You've got a Judge and you've got a Spectre. You also have a huge lead, so you've got some room to work with. Great timing. They're running away. Yep, that was beautiful timing. Munchkin was still able to get one. Upgrade a weapon as well, a 1v3. It's Munchkin. It's just, there's just not enough time. There's not enough time, and myssen cleans him up as well. So, well, Ade pulled up, but where Medusa is, right? Because of that wall, you don't have to worry about those messy angles, and it allows them to work ropes. You're going to have to clear through that Cypher util, but it is a problem. You can tell shion considering going forward. But they are going to work ramps. They have some mid presence as well with the Killjoy, with the turret.
Seekers on both sides. How late did they wait? Okay, never mind.
That's how late. Right there. That's how late they wait. And Medusa gets cleaned up. So they also get a good bit of info there too, right? Because the Seekers went all the way in through ropes. Make sure there's nobody there. Liazzi's going to work his way up and through ropes. They're going to turn their attention over to A. They've gotten into back sight. Shion's back there. Everyone's back there. It's a party. As they've gotten onto it, they're going to get the spike down as well. The three remaining members of Crazy Racoon all coming in from the defensive side of the map. There's no flank for them to have to worry about. Nothing pitching in that way. myssen drops. Certainly the start that Crazy Racoon need.
Whoa, risky nades being thrown, but he gets out alive.
Fisker drops as well. Munchkin going forward. He's going to get dropped. It's just Neth. Neth alone in a 1v2.
Neth heard Heaven.
Yeah, you've got some space
Neth
there.
heard Heaven.
Neth in a 1v1. Liazzi just on the other side of the smoke. And the Nanoswarm's going to delay things, and he should still have time. Neth swings out, gets three, but no, not enough time for the defuse.
Oh my god. Just the brain power of both players in that situation.
Now myssen swinging around, making sure there's nobody pushing in from Ramen. You hear the showstopper has been used. Shion blast packing his way across. You do have some presence. Munchkin trades one out. Fisker drops. He was the only one who was still playing back sight in hell, and he gets taken out. They have control of B.
Oh, Neth feeling afraid for a second. I like the patience here that Havan Liberty is using. You know, the gravity wells were going down and whatnot, but they're waiting for Crazy Racoons themselves to peak, and it comes up big.
Ade's going to have to go big here because Medusa has nothing but a classic. That's exactly what Ade does. Is he gets one Medusa swinging his way around, dropping things down to the 1v1. The classic burst is not enough. Love this setup here from Crazy Racoon, though. They've taken Garage.
Nice job. Cypher Cam still over on Heaven, so they have the chance to lean Medusa over towards B if they want. Havan Liberty still deciding where they finally want to execute, but the spike is leaned towards B with that coverage in mid already from the Astro Stars.
Oh, I don't know that that's tagging.
No.
Neth. Yeah, he's fine. He's also got a Judge there, so this could be a bit of like a meat grinder situation if they work their way into Garage, but turning their attention towards mid.
Little bait and draw there. Nobody buying for that Judge of Neth to come into play for mid. Here they're now working off the Astro Stars that were there previously. Again, quick drawback.
Big flash. So now with that, Fisker was able to get some info that there's presence towards mid. The lockdown comes out as well. Cosmic Divide going to follow as well.
30 seconds left.
Towards A.
Toxin screen down.
Ade's backside again. He's been asked to
one-man army.
Yep, many a time before, and it's been successful. But he's going to get the chance to do it again. Not even able to get one.
Tough.
The Viper's Pit drops. Pleets able to take care of the flank that's coming in. The Seekers are out as well. Krain gets the spike down. You've got entrance to it. Now is available because the Cosmic Divide just cleared up. But you still got the Viper's Pit that you need to work with. myssen working his way in the side of 5v2. And for Crazy Racoon, why not go for it? myssen drops. It's now 1v4. Make that a 1v3. Make that a 1v2. 12 HP, 7 bullets, and not a ton of time to work with. But Munchkin.
Exposed spike.
Yeah, they're both up in Heaven, too. If he
get
somehow gets this far back.
Gravity well.
Yeah, this is a brutal spot for Munchkin to be in here. Between their positioning, between the gravity well that you touched on, the fact that there wasn't a whole lot of time for them to work with. Cosmic Divide's going to come out as well.
Ooh, instant creating pressure.
Yep, they're going. Shion blast packs his way into the back of the site. Medusa is going to be the first one. They still haven't gotten in. The spike isn't really there either, Riv. Look at where the spike is. It's nowhere closer. They just want to fight this thing out. Munchkin's already gotten good for one. But that looks like it's all he's going to be good for. Neth and Ade, the last two members of Crazy Racoon that are up.
Last player standing.
And Ade falls. Neth.
Oh. Neth picking up another.
Right there.
Ade using the Viper's Pit across the middle of the map right at the beginning. Neth's already been tagged up. He's down to 71 health, but manages to get one for it anyway. Krain is out for the round.
Do they still get Shion the showstopper, though? I think that's what they're at the market for right now. And they're waiting for the peak. So another star committed. He's waiting on it. He's like, I don't trust just yet. Hangs off to the right side. Showstopper's up here. And another option for Havan Liberty to get in.
Right, so now with that showstopper online, I think liazzi's able to get some space, but Munchkin spotted him out. Not able to get the kill, but there's presence. They understand where they are.
Blades are up. Viper's Pit is there, already used in mid, deterring that, like you said before, aggression and control. Havan Liberty tried to put over what is zipline, it be heaven. It's all going to be just through the front of one of the sites this time, whether they go A heaven or just through the bottom of A, and it looks like the setup is happening with 35 seconds.
How quickly do Crazy Racoon?
They're the stars.
Pull off. Ade's been very successful at anchoring the site, and now you've got Munchkin to help out as well. The gravity well to deny the push initially, but here comes the showstopper. Shion going in aggressive. I don't know that he's going to spot anything. Fisker! The flash is beautiful! Fisker's good for two!
Down A.
And the spike is down, 13 seconds left. They're going to have to get onto it. But I don't know that they can get in. I don't know that they can get in. I don't know that myssen can get around, and even if they do, he's only got 2 health to work with. He doesn't have time. He doesn't have health. Havan Liberty don't have the round. Crazy Racoon at map point, at series point.
Absolutely incredible stuff by Fisker there, dancing around a showstop Havan Liberty's been using. They at least want to know if mid's being played. Now it's not. You can see their attention has been turned to 2 sites as well. As they turn back towards A, Shion in again to initiate.
Munchkin's Blade Storm. Munchkin's Blade Storm! Munchkin's able to get one. Ade's up top as well. As Munchkin drops. Ade, oh baby, Ade, good for 2. The spike's down as well. Munchkin and Ade holding the site down. I don't know that they can get onto the spike. You talked about pleets. He was able to get one. myssen gets one as well. A 2v2 here. Tournament hopes. Bracket hopes on the 2 remaining players of Havan Liberty's shoulders. Fisker in a 1v2 here. 92 health. 33 armor to work with as well. Creeping his way forward. He might get the timing on myssen. He's going to get the timing on myssen. It all comes down to pleets to win this thing, to keep it alive, to give them hope, to give them a chance for Havan Liberty. Fisker, the flash, the swing, 15 seconds left. He's got the spike. Fisker's going to get the timing, but no, he just narrowly misses a shot. Pleets just down to 1 HP. Fisker on the swing. The spike is going to go down, and Fisker does it. A Red Bull clutch to win the map.